All right. Are we live? Let's see here. All right, guys. Hello. If you're watching this, it is Sunday evening, February 16th at 5:30. And we are going to do a little bit of mixing today. Last week, or I think it was on Friday, we went over some vocal compression. We did the lead vocals, and then we did the backing vocals, and we did a little bit of guitar. We did a little bit of bass. So yeah, let's jump in here. I think where we're going to start is doing some compression on the drums. But let's listen to the whole song and see what we've got before we start. See what we can hear.
Worship him tonight. Hallelujah, Jesus. You're so good, God. I love you, Lord, for your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hand. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, I will sing of the goodness of God. Your voice, you have led me through the fire, darkest night. You are close like no other. I know you as a father. I've known you as a friend. I will sing, and I have lived in the goodness of God.
All right, cool. So we got a pretty good idea on the song as a whole. So let's start with some compression. Again, we did a little bit of compression on the kick in the SSLG channel. We're just kind of tickling it a little bit, not too much. Just let's jump over here. All right. So now, let me see here. Cool. So, let's see here. Which plugin do we want to use? Well, let's use the distressor for the compression. So with drums, I like to do a little bit slower attack to let that transient through. Let's see here. Let's get that opto. So this is before. This is after. So go to context.
Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness.
So this is it with compression. That's it without. It just kind of adds a little bit more body to the end of it. So this is something I like to do after the compressor. Kind of brings back a little bit more of a low end, a little bit more body. Go back to the drums. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at 60 hertz. We're going to add a whole peck on there. I like that. Bring it back a little bit.
Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me.
So let's solo this. Let's solo my shell bus, which is all of my drum shells, my kick, snare, and toms. That's it without. Sounds a little boxy. This sounds a bit better, a bit fuller, a bit more full. It's got quite a bit more attack. Cool. Let's listen to it in context.
Your goodness is running after, it's running after me.
This is without it. This is it in. Option that we could do. I don't think we need it right now, but I'll show it to you. Waves has this pretty cool plugin called the R bass. There we go. Where essentially what it is like an expander just on the low end. And what it does is it just kind of, you can choose your frequency and you can choose your intensity and the output. Maybe we'll keep it in. With it exaggerated. Let's bring it down a little bit closer to the fundamental, which I think is around here. Hear it? Yeah. See here. Feel free to let me know if y'all have any good ideas on different plugins to use, different things that I could try. This is just kind of part of my journey, and I figure I'd share it with you guys. So if you have any tips or tricks on mixing, I'd greatly appreciate it. Yeah. You know what? I don't think I like that R bass. Yeah, we're just gonna get rid of that. It's there, it's an option. If you're a mixing engineer, definitely comment. Tell me some of your favorite plugins, favorite compressor plugins, favorite EQ plugins. I'd definitely like to try them. I've got quite a few. Got quite a few plugin subscriptions. So yeah, let's jump on the snare And I think we'll use the distressor again. And we are going to put this on my snare bus. Empirical Labs. Just all right, we are going to do that.
Your goodness is running
We're just gonna get it find a spot where we got a lot of tom stuff going on, or snare stuff going on. Right here. Let's smash it so you can really hear it. All right. So you hear how that is kind of smashing the whole thing. What we want to do is kind of release it so we get that transient through. And we're going to go to more of a natural opto set 10 to 1. And we'll probably bring this back down. Somewhere around here. Just kind of helps it sit out in the front. Let's go and pull the snare. You hear how the snare kind of gets lost in it, whereas once we add it, it kind of brings it up a little bit in the mix. You've got that snaps in there. All right, we are cooking with the compression. Let's see here. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing. Let's do something different on this one. Let's see here. It's a good tom compressor. If you've got any ideas on tom compressors, let me know. Let's see here. All right, you know what? We're just gonna stick to what I know. let's do the LA, or let's do an 1176 on the tom. Let's get a fast attack because we want the drums to be the toms to definitely have a bit of a smack. See here. The drums are a lot more forward and a lot more present. If you want them to fit a little bit back more in the mix, you would slow down you would do a faster attack time. And what that does is that squashes the transient, and so things aren't as snappy. I like the little bit more percussive nature of drums, so this is why I usually do the slower attack time. Let's see here. Now, overheads are kind of a funny thing. I use these to mainly catch the cymbals. So I know sometimes overheads are used as a whole source of drum kits, but considering the way we are set up with our live stream, I use them to mainly catch cymbals. So that is why I put a pretty heavy high pass filter on it. And so what we are going to do is, you see here, I think I'm going to use a waves. Let's use the 1176. All right, let's listen. Not doing a whole lot, just kind of taming those crashes, slow down a little bit. Listen to the drums all together. go. Sounds a little bit better. So now this percussion track, let's do, so one of the things I've been messing with a lot lately is trying to figure out the C6, which is multiband compression. And since this is got a lot of different percussion tracks summed into one, that I've got some control on the board, I figured that this would be a good place to do it. Maybe get a little bit more of the pop and that shaker or tambourine. Let's see here. Let's expand it a little bit. And with this one, we can solo. All right. Get a little bit more of that shininess. Let's help it cut through the mix a little bit more. I'm still trying to figure this C6 out. So yeah, this is just kind of me experimenting a little bit with it, see if we can make it sound better. I don't want a lot of low end because I'm getting that from kick, tom, and bass. But let's see here. No, let's see here. Alright, let's try this one now. Let's try and get that. I want those bongos to pop out a little bit. Let's give it a little bit of gain. riveting content. Just me messing with stuff. Again, I'm just trying to share my journey with you guys. Learning. Let's make some mistakes. Let's have fun. Let's talk. Let's chat. If you're here, feel free to say hi to me in the chat. I'm trying to learn this whole live streaming setup and paying attention to comments and what's going on live and whatnot. So I'm working on it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. So let's see here. I don't think we're going to use this right now. I'll mess with it offline a little bit more and tweak it. But one thing that I do want to add to it, let's add a little LA2A. Couple decibels of compression, not a lot. Our gain. No compression. All right. So let's move on to the bass. Remember, on the bass right now, we've just got the Century for a channel strip, and then we've got the Ampeg just to add some amp simulation, add some warmth, add some more harmonics. This is it without it. Without it, it sounds really thin and snappy. With it, it sounds good and full. So, what's up, Katie? Thanks for jumping in. Let's see here. So on this guy, on my bass, I really like to add the LA2A. You've seen it on here a bunch. I just really like the way it sounds. It makes the bass sound really smooth. And I kind of go a little bit heavier on compression on bass. You know, probably sometimes up to 10. That. I do know that sometimes that this likes to add a little bit of gain. So we gotta make up for that by pulling it down just a little bit. All right. Let's see here. All right. Again, Jay's a phenomenal bass player. Probably one of the best in San Antonio. Sounds so good. It sounds smooth. It sounds full. And what we'll do here in a little bit is we have time today, we will do it. If not, we will do some side chaining with the bass and the kick just to kind of give everything a little bit more space. Another thing I like to do on basses is the good old push pull tech trick. And what we're gonna do, we're probably gonna go up and just add a little bit more beefiness. And what the pull tech push pull trick is where you boost and then you attenuate. These are super simple EQs. You have your cycles per second, which this is an emulation of some hardware that came out in like the 50s or something, and that's before hertz was the common term for frequencies. And it was cycles per second, so that's why this says CPS. It's the same thing. And so essentially what you're doing with this is you have your boost, but you have your boost knob, and then you have your attenuate knob, which means it comes down. And so what this does is it kind of creates a little bump and then a dip. And so what that does is that just kind of gives it a little bit more room and helps the frequency that you're boosting stand out a little bit more. So let's listen to that real quick. Hear how it gets really thin? That's because we're cutting down the frequency. And it's just little things, little moves. And then if we want to get, and then so it's the same thing on the upside, the high frequencies. So this is kilocycles per second, kilohertz. So you have your fixed frequencies, your boost, your attenuation. And on the higher frequency, you can select how much attenuation you're doing, and your bandwidth. So that's the amount of around the frequency that you're doing. So let's try adding some 5K. I don't like that. Maybe some 3K, add a little bit of presence. All right. Now that we kind of got that dialed in, let's do some gain matching. See, what I'm looking for when I'm gain matching is when I'm bypassing, I'm looking at the meter and kind of seeing if it's close. It doesn't have to be exactly right. I'm more listening to a difference. We're in the ballpark. All right, so let's listen to this part over here. Listen to some more simple spots. Bring the vocals back in. Cool. I think this sounds great. Again, if you guys didn't know, our church is outside, in a shed right now, and so sometimes the sources aren't great because we're in a metal shed and we have lots of reflections. So sometimes the source audio isn't great. and sometimes all of the reflections can cause the singers to. It doesn't sound as good on the recording as it does live. The way that the singers hear themselves. So that's why I got auto tune. I was trying to do Melodyne, but because of all the background noise, it was hard for me to get a clean enough signal for Melodyne to justify it, or it wasn't working. It wasn't finding the right notes. It was jumping all around. It was fun. Let's see here. Um, um, sorry guys, I'm just checking. What's up, Tim? Thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out. Tim's fairly familiar with this room. He knows kind of some of the struggles that I have. He's mixed out there a couple times. Yeah, so let's put that back in because I think it sounds good. All right, so next let's do the track guitars. There's really not a lot I'm going to do with these because they're already so processed because they've been recorded before. If I wanted to, I could throw something on there. Let's go get some air. Put a mag on there. I really like the mag. I like the mag because it's got the air band. You pump it up to 40, and even though we only hear 20 to 20,000 hertz, it just sounds good. It adds something to it. I don't know, but it adds something. Let's find. Here's a good part. Adding just a lot of shimmer and sizzle on the top end. Yeah, things sound on a different system. What I use. And essentially, you guys aren't going to hear a change because I have this routed to a different output that I've got my headphones plugged into. And the reason why I do that is so that way what I need to hear doesn't affect the mix. You guys are, because I don't think I've gone over this, you guys are hearing a post fader send off of my sub bus, and I'm hearing the same thing. It's just kind of like a parallel, so that way I can throw my VSX on it and it not affect the main signal or the master signal. Let's see here. Thanks, Tim. See, now that I've added that mag, I feel like it just kind of catches a lot of the chink, chink, chink from the acoustic. I didn't add a lot. is let's attack the keys next. And so what we're going to do on the keys, because he's kind of got some keys and a pad behind it, what I want to use is something with a slower attack. And what that's going to do is keep that attack from the keys and kind of bring up the around it. And so for that, let's use the where are you? You know what? Let's use the distressor plugin again. Probably not going to do a lot. Let's kind of do a 4-to-1 ratio. Add some of the harmonics in it. Bring it back down. And so we're going to slow the attack down. That sounds good and natural. And Will's a great keyboard player. We probably got one of the best bands. Sorry, I didn't mean to spit. We probably got one of the best bands in all of San Antonio. All we need is a guitar player. Let me take a second. I know I did this in the last live stream, but if you are a guitar player and you live in San Antonio, or you can live wherever, and if you want to relocate to San Antonio, it's the missing piece of the puzzle. We just move here. Move here. Come join an amazing worship team. We're in a super cool spot in the middle of Southtown San Antonio. Lots of things are happening. We're 5 minutes from the best hot dog spot in America called El Chunky. Shout out to El Chunky if you're... I doubt you guys are watching, but shout out to El Chunky. Best hot dog spot in all of San Antonio. Maybe one of the best restaurants. Yes. If you're a guitar player and you're looking for a church home, come hang out. Come check us out. 1422 South St. Mary's, San Antonio, Texas. Yeah, I'm going to get off of my soapbox now and let's get back to mixing. All right, now let's listen to this. And this is kind of our, this is our tracks keys. And essentially what this is capturing all of the multi-tracks that's sending out. Keys, synths, strings, sometimes horns depending on the song. And so um, we could probably add, I don't know. I think it sounds good. It's already pretty processed. We could maybe do a little bit of oh, you know what we can add on this? Let's add some. Where are you? Let's do the API channel strip. Or you know what? Nope. When I saw something, I was like, oh, I think that sounds great. Let's do the Avalon. And this is probably the only processing that we'll do on this because it's a full channel strip. It's got a little bit of everything. So let's see here. Gonna add some. Let's add some gain. Context. Let it hit a couple decibels. I want that violin to peek out just a little bit more. So, let's jump over to our room mics. And what I'm going to do on these, I'm still not 100% sure. Let's listen to them. Again, if you're in the room and if you're in this live and you want to join me on my journey of mixing and eventually, hopefully, becoming a full-time mixer, studio stuff. I already freelance for live audio here around Texas. But if you want to join me and learn with me and fail with me and have fun with me and joke, and feel free to subscribe, drop a like, share. Let's do this together. Let's build something. Let's have fun. That's what we're here for. Cool. Let's do it. Also, if something sounds horrible, please let me know. And this might be the last session we do No, we'll probably do another live stream or two on this song before we finish it up. We still got a little bit more to do, or we might just hang out here and today and do some more. Or usually these have been lasting an hour, but maybe we'll hang out a little bit longer today. I don't got to work tomorrow, so we will see. All right. So we use these live room mics. Back to mixing. We use these room mics mainly for our live stream because we like the whole claps. We like our church is very big on crowd engagement. And so essentially we use this so that way that can translate to our live stream. But I think it also adds a bit of warmth to the actual mix as a whole. So that's why we're going to keep it in there. And so one thing that I kind of been wanting to try a little bit is let's smash the heck out of this and add some and then kind of do some like parallel compression. And to do that, I really like the 1176 because it's got the all-in buttons and that just makes things sound nasty and great. Let's use the revision E for that. Okay, and I think there we go. And what we're going to do, fastest attack, slowest release. And it just sounds nasty. But then what we're going to do is we're going to dial it back. There's a spot where you can hear some of the crowd. Let's go to here.
You
think that sounds pretty good. What do you guys think? Let me know. Drop a comment. Let me know if it sounds horrible. Because if it sounds horrible, I'd like to know. Yeah, we're having fun. We're learning. We're enjoying this beautiful Sunday afternoon, evening, whatever it is where you're at. All right, let's see here. Let's listen to it kind of all the way through.
For your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hand. The moment that I wake up until I lay my head, I will sing of the goodness of I love your voice. You have led me through the fire, darkest night. You were close like no other. I've known you as a father. I've known you as a friend. I will sing, and I have lived in the goodness of God. All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so good. Every breath that I am made, I will sing of the goodness of God. All my life you have been faithful. Yes, you have, and all of my life you have been. You've been so good. Every breath that I am made, every breath of faithful life, I will sing of the goodness of God. I will sing of the goodness is running out, it's running after me.
All right. So now that we've got a pretty good mix, I'm really happy with it. Let's have some fun and let's add some delays and reverbs and do some ambient things and kind of fill out the rest of it. Something that I've always said is reverb covers a multitude of sins. So yeah, let us do that. And the way I'm going to do that is, unfortunately, I don't have those already set up in my template yet. That's something I will probably do on this next revision. Let's do 8 stereo aux inputs. And it's probably going to throw them somewhere random. Oh, cool. Throws them here. So I'm going to name these. Let me see here. Get this mic. All right. So for the first one, we are going to do a drum verb. And then for the next one, we are going to do a snare, or let's snare delay. And we are going to do a band verb, band delay. And we're going to do vocal verb. And then we are going to do a vox short delay, a vox long delay. And then we've got one spare that we'll save for later. So let's get these all set. Let's throw these. We're going to send those to there and send those out. Vocal bus. Going to do there we go. Let's move these up to the drums and then route them to the drum bus. Riveting content. Band verb and band delay. Let's route those first. Send those to that. And then we're just going to throw that guy right there for now. And that way, if we need it, we have it. Maybe at some point we want to add some, like a touch of the chorus. So let's start with vocals first. And let's see here. Which reverb do we want to use? Let's use. I actually really like this. Oh, I have a new one. Where are you? You always find it until you actually need it. Ay. Come on, George. What's going on here? I just saw it earlier. Eventide, yeah. Let's try this one. And let's find a. This is my first time opening this one up, so let's find a medium. Let's do small. You know what? This is church. We're allowed to be in a big room. Let's try 80s stereo room. And so what we're going to do is bus. Where are you? Oh, you know what? We actually need to set up our inputs. That's one point I had all of these set up. We'll do bus 1, 2, bus 3, 4, bus 5, 6. And then we'll do bus 7, 8, bus 9, 10, bus 12, bus 13, 14. I really should just set all this up and make my life a bit easier. So rename, vocal verb, rename, vocal short delay, rename, vocal long delay. name, band verb. Nope, not color. Rename band delay. This is the glamorous part of mixing that nobody tells you about. Drum verb. Name. Drum delay. All right. So where were we? We were right here. So yes, let's add vocal verb. It's going to be post fader. And let's hear it.
Oh, hallelujah, Jesus.
There we go.
You're so good, God.
I think that sounds great.
I love you, Lord, for your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hand.
So 100% mix.
From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire.
Pull it back a
Darkest,
little bit.
Darkest night, you are close like no other. I've known you as a father,
I've known you as
a friend.
I will sing.
And I have lived in the goodness of God.
Go.
All my life you have been faithful.
So one of the things that I like to do, and we'll do this probably on next stream, is I like the verses to be a little bit more dry because that means it's a little bit more intimate. And then when the chorus comes in, it opens up. And so that we will do with automation. So yeah, we'll do that a little bit later.
Worship him tonight. Woo! Oh! Hallelujah, Jesus. Oh, you're so good, God.
Where's that pop coming from?
I love you, Lord, for your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hand. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, I will sing of the goodness of God.
All right. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm going to pull it to a big spot, a chorus. Or a bridge. I'm going to try and set the level right there, so that way we know how much we can pull back or push. pan. Here, let's do this. So that way it kind of offsets it and it keeps our spatial spread.
Your goodness is running after me. It's running after me. Your goodness is running after me. It's running after me. Your goodness is running after me. It's running after me. With my life laid down. With my life laid down. I surrender now. I give you everything. Your goodness is running after. Your goodness is running after. It's running after me. Your goodness is running after. It's running after me.
Background vocals a little bit.
Goodness is running after. It's running after. With my life laid down. With my life laid down. I surrender now. I give you everything. Your goodness is running after. Your goodness is running
All
after.
right. I think that sounds.
Your goodness is running
We're starting to sound like a mix.
Your goodness is running after. It's running after me. Your goodness is running after. It's running after. With my life.
All right. So one thing that I do like to do, and I forgot to do it before, is I do like to kind of do a high pass and a low pass on the reverb. Not like that though. Let's do like something like that.
Your goodness is running after. It's running after me. Your goodness is running after. It's running after me. Your goodness is running after. It keeps running after. With my life laid down. With my life laid down. I surrender now. I give you everything. Your goodness.
Essentially what it does is it just kind of cleans up your reverb a little bit so you're not sending all of that extra woo 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 stuff.
Your goodness is running after. It's running after me. Your goodness is running after. It's running after me. Your goodness is running after. It keeps running after. With my life laid down. With my life laid down. I surrender now. Your goodness.
With that reverb, things sound a lot more full and there's a lot more. All right. Next, let's add a delay. And for delay, my favorite is the H delay. H delay in stereo. And one thing that I did forget to do is kind of create like a tempo map of the song. I'm not going to do that right now. Let me see here. How do I want to do this?
Your boy, you have led me through the fire, darkest night. You are close like no other. I know you as a father. I know you as a friend. I will sing and I have lived in the.
All right. So I just kind of did a tap tempo to see where we're at, and it says we're about 70. So let's see how this works.
Your boy, you have led me through the fire. darkest night. You are close like no
That is one reason why
I know you
usually
as
I
a
don't take out the
father.
click, and I can use that as like my tempo map, and I can map to that, but I forgot to do that. Next time, that's what we'll do. But let's see here. Let's add. So this is going to be a short delay, so kind of like a slap. Got papa. So we are going to add. Let's go to vocal short delay. Bring this out. How do I do that? Oh well. Here we go. Follow main pan.
Your voice, you have led me through the fire, darkest night. You are close like no other. I know you as a father. I've known you as a friend. I will sing, and I have lived in the goodness of God. All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am made, I will sing of the goodness of God. All my life you have been faithful. Yes, you have, and all of my life. All my life you have been. You've been so yeah. Every breath that I am made. With every breath I'm able, God, I will sing of the goodness of God. Yeah. Your voice. You have led me
Bring
through
down
the
the feedback a little
fire, darkest night. You are close like no other. I know you as a father. I know you as a friend. I will sing, and I have lived in the goodness of God. All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am made, I
For
will
this,
sing
we're gonna do
of the
long delay.
goodness.
And this long delay is something that we will automate.
All my life
Like
you have
do a
been
dot and
faithful. Yes, you have, and all of my life. All my life you have been. You've been so good. Yeah. Every breath that I am made. With every breath I'm able, God, I will sing of the goodness of God. Yeah. I will sing of the goodness, God. Woo.
All right. So on the long delay, I will also only do it on the lead vocal.
Your goodness is running after.
And this one
it's
is more for the
running after.
trails.
With my life laid down, with my life laid down, I surrender. I give you everything. 'Cause your goodness is running after. Oh, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after me.
All right. So I feel like we got the vocal delay set up pretty well. We got the vocal reverb, we've got the short delay, which is a H delay, and that is a dotted or a regular eighth delay. And then we've got our long delay, that's a quarter note delay, and that's for the trails. We've got all the vocals going to the vocal reverb and the vocal short delay. And then we're only adding the long delay to Nicole's voice, which is the lead vocal. And that's more for throws, and that's more for those trails like woo, 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 everything, stuff like that. Another thing that I do also like to do is I will sometimes send the delays into the reverbs just to kind of soften them up a little bit, not a whole lot.
Your voice, you have led me through the fire, darkest night. You are close like no other. I know you as a father.
It just kind of adds more to the spatial width.
In the goodness of God. All my life you have been faithful.
Hear how it's kind of
All my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am made, I will sing of the goodness of God. All my life you have been faithful. Yes, you have, in all of my life.
all right. Let's see here. Let's go over and do some drum reverb. So go to a kind of heavier spinning spot. Let's see here. Let's send this to reverb. And for the snare, or for the delay, we're only going to be adding the snare to it. But for the reverb, we're going to kind of do a little bit. And for this one, I want to use... Alright, so let's look at... I think it was this Capitals Chamber one that I really like for drums. No. I don't remember which one I used. Pittsville Reverb Chambers. There we go. This is the right one. Let's see here. And I don't always use presets, but for this one, let's see here, use medium. that sounds pretty solid. Listen to it in the mix. Drums, I tend to keep the kick fairly dry for the most part because you don't want that low end information in your sides. You want to keep it very mono. And what that'll do is that'll make sure it is focused and pointed, because the sides don't do a great job at reproducing the they don't do a great job at reproducing those low end frequencies, and it just adds muddiness to the sides. You want your sides to be kind of high mids and highs, to add the sheen, add the sizzle. That's even why a lot of times when I'm mastering, I will throw on a side high pass up to about 80 hertz, and what that does is that just kind of cleans up your stereo image a bit. Alright, now let's add a delay. Let's see here, what do we want to use? Let's try this one. It's a new one that I've not had a chance to use yet. The ripple delay. This comes from my Pure Mix subscription that I've got. Let's see here. We want this to be a dotted eighth. So it's kind of like a pop pop, pop pop, pop pop. So drum delay. Let's get a little bit in there and let's kind of listen to it. No, I don't want that. I don't want this. I'm not a fan of I don't want to kind of futz with this one right now. Let's figure out another one. Let's try this one. Short. Slap the face. Nope. Oh, we'll just use H delay again.
Yes, you have, and all of my life. You've been so, so good. Yeah. Every breath that I am with every breath I'm thankful, God. All my life.
I'm not super happy with that. Let's see here. You know what? Maybe we just don't use the snare delay because we got that the bongos that kind of add that.
All my life, you have been faithful. Yes, you have, and all of my life, you've been so, so good. Yeah. Every breath that I am with every breath I'm
So you
thankful,
know what
God.
happens is overhead.
All my life, you have been faithful. Yes, you have.
Let's see here. Let's open this up. You know what happened here? I know what happened. Follow main pan. Follow main pan. Use a plate. Just a smidgen of some plate verb. And let's do this. Band verb. Okay. It's not doing a lot, it's just doing something. You know, a lot of audio is, you don't have to do a lot. You just have to do something, and let's kind of figure out what those somethings are. That's my philosophy. Just do something. Check it on something on these guys real quick. I like to switch it out every so often. Sounds like music. It's hitting. It sounds big. It sounds huge. It sounds great. All right. So what I want to talk about what we've done up to this point. So first we started with gates and filters. And the reason why you do that is, well, first on the first live stream, that was on YouTube. You can go check out my YouTube for the replay. My replays will always be kept up on YouTube. And so it was the first one. And so the first one was I talked about my template and why I route things the way that I route them. And then we talked about template, we talked about routing, and then we gain staged everything. And so for gain staging, without going too deep into it, again, you can jump on that live stream and rewatch it. If you have any questions, shoot me a comment. Reach out to me, DM me, however. So I gain stage everything to about -6, -7 RMS. After that, we threw on some gates and filters depending on the track. Most things don't get gates. I don't like to use a lot of gates on my tracks. Um, that's kind of from the live side. I don't like how it attacks the transients. A lot of our singers are very dynamic, and so it's kind of hard. I just haven't had a chance to find the right settings on gates, so I don't use them a lot. I do use expanders. I do use some gates on drums. And then after gates, we did filters, um, high passes, low passes, etc. After that, we did some basic EQ moves, more subtractive than additives. Then after that, we jumped over and did compression on everything. We started with the vocals because that's the most important. If you can get your dynamics on your vocals right, 9 times out of 10, that's going to help the rest of your song. We didn't do a lot of compression on any one stage. We did a couple stages of a little of like 3 to 5 decibels, and what that did is that kind of helps build up the fullness, but it also keeps the attacks and the transients. After that, that's kind of where we started today off. And so today we finished compression. We did compression on the instruments. We did some more additive EQ for flavor. And then we jumped over and we added some reverbs. We added some delays. And so we've been going for almost 2 hours now. Holy cow. This is definitely my longest stream. Thanks for, I think I'm going to end it here. Next stream, what we'll do is we'll do some parallel processing. We'll do some saturation. And then we might even get a little bit into automation. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody who jumped on and hung out with me, whether you were on TikTok or YouTube. Thank you. Uh, you can find my YouTube link for replays if you want to go back over anything. You can DM me. You reach out, engage with me. This is definitely a journey, and I know I'm not perfect. I'm not the best mixer in the world. I'm not pretending to be. I just figure if there's somebody out there that I know a little bit more from, then that they can learn. If you have any tips or tricks, feel free to drop them. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Peace.